What's going on, Mythic Nation? So, okay. I did my video for my man, Cap. I did my video for Tony. Now, while Captain America is my favorite Avenger, the person in the MCU I have the most, I guess, emotional connection with is actually the Winter Soldier, Bucky Barnes. He is probably my second favorite. One, because he's so cool. He is so awesome. Like, I know, like, people kind of overlook Bucky. I don't really consider Bucky an Avenger. It's pretty much just whoever Cap's fighting, Bucky's like, I got you. I got your back. Other than that, Bucky's like, I'm going to Wakanda. I ain't got nothing to do with it. So, and I can respect that. I can respect that he does not go looking for a fight. I'm gonna jump into this tribute video. Because I just wanted, and it like, whereas everyone else has so many tribute videos, I wanted to do one for Bucky, and it was hard to find one. I finally found one, and it looks like it's gonna be pretty good. And I'm gonna talk about it afterwards. So without further ado, let's jump into a tribute to my boy, Bucky Barnes. Or not? Yes? No?
I mean, to
There we
ride
go.
back from Rockaway Beach in the back of that freezer truck.
Was that the time we used our train money to buy hot dogs?
You blew $3 trying to win that stuffed bear for a redhead.
What was her name again?
Dolores. You called her down.
For how can you not love Bucky and Cap together? How can you not?
Most of the intelligence community doesn't believe he exists.
Oh, he
Once
looks
the
so
two call him
cool.
the Winter Soldier.
The Winter Soldier.
He's credited with over 24 assassinations in the last 50 years.
So he's a ghost story.
The procedure is already started.
Oh, man.
You are to be the new fist of Hydra. Put him on ice.
Poor Bucky, man.
Mission report.
Mission report.
Mission report now.
Poor Bucky, man.
Why don't we discuss your home? Your real home.
Dog, Bucky.
Пробой. 17.
Разведка.
Печь.
Dog, he tries to fight so hard against it.
Добросердечно. Возвращение на родину. 1. Грузовой вагон. Добро, солдат. Я готов отвечать.
God.
107th, Sergeant James Barnes.
I just need one name. Sergeant James Barnes from the 107th.
It's a man on the bridge.
Bucky.
Who was he? I knew him.
Your work has been a gift to mankind. You shaped the century. And I need you to do it one more time.
Dog, the Winter Soldier was such a great movie.
Prep him, then wipe him, and start over.
Dog, the look of pain in his eyes.
We knew you. Hey, pal, your buddy, Bucky. He remembered you. I was there. He got all weepy about it. Till they put his brain back in a blender.
You know me?
You're Steve. I read about you in a museum.
Best friends since childhood. Bucky Barnes and Stephen Rogers were inseparable on both schoolyard and battlefield.
Always had each other's back.
Barnes is the only howling commando to give his life in service of his country.
Thank you, Buck. But I can get by on my own.
The thing is, you don't have to.
Boys forever.
I'm with you to the end of the line, pal.
December 16th, 1991.
You're gonna turn Barnes over, you're gonna come with us. Now, because it's us. What is this?
I don't know if I'm worth all this, Steve.
This music, I love how it's building and building.
What you did all those years, it wasn't you. You didn't have a choice.
I know. But
has to end in a fight, Buck.
Always ends in a fight.
Yes.
Where's the fight?
He looks so pained with that.
Please don't make me do this.
It always ends in a fight.
Dude, when he caught that, yo, dude. I love their fight scene. Dude, the Winter Soldier is so cool.
I remember all of it.
Oh, that sucks.
You know me your whole life. Your name, James Buchanan Barnes.
Bro, they were putting that work. They beat the crap out of Iron Man.
You're my friend. He's my friend. So was I. You're my mission.
Dude, Bucky was close. He was about to rip that out of Tony. All this tribute. Boy, they always got each other's backs.
Finish it.
Because I'm waiting, you know.
Come on, I'm missing the point. We're double days.
Whoa! I just saw that was Clara.
Steve?
Bro. But I'm gonna stop it there before it ends. Dude, okay. That was a great tribute. Great tribute video. So why I have such a emotional connection to Bucky? Like I don't fear like dying. Like once you're born, you're gonna die. This is automatic. That's just life. What I do fear is losing who I am. Like I'm more afraid of Alzheimer's. Like that's so scary to me. Like you're still you, just you're not, because your memories, the things that make you you, have been lost to you. That to me is just so much more painful. Like for you, for your family, it's such a scary thing. It like that's the thing that makes me unsettled. And for someone like Bucky, I know it's not, straight apples to apples. It's kind of apples to oranges. But that is the thing that really, like, that's why, I don't know, for me, what makes Bucky so tragic and why I really always root for him. Because he, unfortunately, is like the mirror image of Captain America. He holds the same values as Steve because that's why they're best friends. But where Steve got to go on and be Captain America, Bucky, through trying to serve his country and the tragic things that happened to him, his ideals were perverted, and used against him. He was turned into the ultimate tool for Hydra, for everything he stands against. So, and they just continually use him, and you see the pain in his eyes each time as he kind of gets back a little of who he is, but then as his brains are scrambled, how everything who he was is ripped from him each time. And when he does, he's like a passenger in his own body, forced to murder people, forced to commit atrocities. And to me, that's just so, that just gets me. Because he has no control over it. Just to not be in control, to not have your sense of self. That just, to me, that just hits me on like a deep level. And you hear the anguish in his voice every time as he tries to fight it. The pain in his eyes as he remembers what he's done. It's like you heard Tony was like, do you even remember them? Bucky's like, dude, I remember all of them. Like, that's two people to you. Do you understand, like, against my will, the things I've had to do for Hydra? Everything I've stood against. So, dude, just in that, like, Bucky doesn't even think he's worth it. Like, you heard him again when he's talking to Steve. He's like, dude, I don't think I'm worth all this. Why are you doing this for me? Like, just that, to not think you're worth it, to have so much blood on your hands, and Bucky doesn't even really know how to atone for it, because he couldn't even trust himself to not go back to who he was if someone picks up the books, if someone learns his control words. So that to me, despite all that, how he still tries. Like when Cap calls, he's like, dude, Cap, I see. Cap is always like, I still see Bucky in you. I'm with you to the end of the line. And dude, their relationship is it's just perfect. Like, it's great storytelling. Like, I love it. Like, reading the Winter Soldier comic, seeing all that they brought to the MCU and how their relationship is kind of like the backbone. Captain America is the backbone of the MCU. Like, his movies kind of affect the trajectory in so many unforeseen ways, and that's tied to Bucky. And just like that to me is why I always like love Bucky. Bucky has always had Cap's back. Cap has always had Bucky's back, even when it's them against the world, as you saw in Civil War, as you saw in Infinity War. As much as Cap can, he tries to give Bucky his peace, tries to let him go to Wakanda, be at peace. But you saw even then when Thanos came, Bucky so tired is just like, where's the fight? It is just like, dude, Cap needs me. So that to me is just kind of to really like sum up 10, 20 years of like, dude, I've been reading comics for like almost like as long as I've been alive. And the Winter Soldier has just always been super cool to me. And just I love how they did his story, his journey in the MCU. And I'm super excited for Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Like I'm really excited for that miniseries. Anything with Bucky, the Winter Soldier, I'm there for it. That's my dude. Great, excellent tribute video. Just kind of summarizing why I really love the Winter Soldier, why I love Bucky. I hope he gets his standalone movie as well. Maybe his own. I know he has his Falcon and Winter Soldier TV show, but maybe his own TV show, kind of dealing, when he was completely under the control of Hydra. I like that. I just like his story. I like the things that he's had to struggle against, where everyone else has had a choice. Like Captain America is a man out of water, but he's still a man out of history, but he still knows who he is. Tony Stark, when he had his crisis with what his company was doing, still knew who he was, could still make the choice to improve, to be better. The Hulk, Bruce Banner can't always control the Hulk, but he has some semblance of control of it. He has some semblance of autonomy. And that was just never granted to Bucky. And that just always hit me. That always hit me, especially, like I said, that was one of my biggest fears. But just to summarize that up, like, I ain't gonna get too deep into it, but I just love the I just love everything about the Winter Soldier. To sum it up, I ain't gonna ramble too long. But excellent tribute video. That's just why I love the Winter Soldier. I'm curious. I know the MCU is huge. If you guys have your own favorite Avengers, I said in another video saying this one. Why do you love your Avengers? Like for Cap, I love his values, that he always stands by his people, and I love that same thing for Tony. And then I just kind of went into why I love the Winter Soldier. But again, that's all for now. Hit that like, share, subscribe button. Thanks for watching this. I want to do just different videos, not always light, but then just kind of deep dive into some stuff on occasion. But like I said, that's the end of my ramble. Keep spreading the peace of positivity. I will see y'all later. And I was so mad when that happened. I was so mad. Dude, he finally gets Bucky back, and then he's just like, Steve, dusted. I'm like, damn it, Thanos. But man, Bucky came back. Bucky was putting in work in Endgame. And then again, like, dude, Bucky already knew. I'm sure they might have talked about it, but he knew his friend. He already knew when Steve stepped onto the time platform. He knew he wasn't coming back. He already knew. And then he just knows his boy. But I love their relationship. But again, that's all for now. Mythic Nation, I will see y'all later.